So Drupal it's a content management system, right? It's a way of managing content, I guess. I should say that I've had experience with Drupal, but on a very light level. So as a freelancer, some clients that I've had previously, they've asked me to sort of jump in and sort of tweak a couple of things here and there. I've never installed Drupal from scratch. Like, I've never created a project from scratch. So can you say how different Drupal is compared to other content management systems, i.e. Concrete 5 or something? Where does it differ?
Yeah, it's also been referred to as a content management framework. That's also I've heard it mentioned. So I can't speak too much about Concrete 5, but I know sort of other CMSs, at least in sort of previous years, you sort of installed it, and then you had sort of what you had out the box.
Right.
And then to add anything more to that was quite challenging. You had to throw a lot of sort of plugins to get to what could be classed as fairly basic sort of content modeling, whereas Drupal has had a lot of that out of the box already. So it's more a case that there's a saying, I saw a tweet a while ago, a few years ago, and it was saying something like, if you want to build a CMS, use WordPress. If you want to build WordPress, use Drupal. So it's almost of a step back, so you can do sort of all your content modeling and building up all of your content types and fields at a Drupal level, and then that then becomes just a CMS. You're not locked into one particular sort of way of doing it. It is super flexible.
Okay, so it gives you the framework to build your content management system in the way that you want to build it. Is that right?
Yes, it's got a primary sort of notion of content types.
Right.
So you get a standard sort of piece of content, which in terminology is called a node, and then a node could be one of any number of content types. So the standard distribution comes with pages, basic pages, and articles.
Right.
But then you can add, anything else that you want. So it could be an event, it could be, a frequently asked question, it could be anything. It's totally in your power to add these content types to match whatever your content model is.
Okay, so it's is it fair to say that it isn't opinionated in the way that you should be presenting data or listing data or where the data comes from? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's probably fairly opinionated on the back end in terms of the way it structures all of your tables and all your database schemas.
Okay.
It does all that for you. So when you're adding a new content type, and then fields to that content type. Okay. It's on how to generate all the tables in the database to store that data.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, it's quite opinionated because you can't really go in and change the way it does that side of things. But certainly from a front end perspective, or from like a site builder perspective, you could install Drupal. Go, I need X, Y, and Z content types. Yeah. Add those. And say, okay, one of those is a blog article, so that needs tags, it needs an image, it needs sort of related articles, it needs an author. The author could be another content type again, or it could be a user. So it's the power is within that sort of site builder sort of role. So you don't necessarily need to be a coder to work with Drupal, as long as you can sort of install it. Okay. And so you get this sort of point and click style building. Okay. So Drupal has this term of site builder, which is not necessarily a developer, but it is just somebody who can sort of install and build a site primarily through the UI without writing any code. Sure. Which is really one of the really awesome things about it.
Ah, yeah. Okay. I can see where that is kind of has the WordPress feel, because there's so many people who will look upon WordPress as something that they can just spin up quickly without writing any code, and then they have a blog. If Drupal is that, but for content management systems, I could see the appeal of that.